We can forget about Pule Mmodi coming to Kaizer Chiefs, and I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing. And I will tell you why. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pule, I'm your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. And in today's video, I'll be giving you 3 reasons why Kaizer Chiefs will not be signing Pule Mmodi right now in January, or in fact, ever. First reason is because there's this thing that is brewing of bidding war. Now, a pirate has been drawn into this whole thing because now we are seeing articles saying, oh, Orlando Pirates are about to hijack the deal of Pule Mmodi. And that could be true. Uguti Pirates wants to hijack the deal of Pule Mmodi, but it could also be a hype created by other arrows or the agent himself, because what is happening right now is the fact that arrows know Uguti they are losing Pule Mmodi for free in June. So if they don't sell him now in January, then what happens is that in June he leaves for free. So they need him to leave. They need to get something from him. And since he was the prime target Chiefs back in June after we signed the first batch of players, it was now Uguti who are they going to sign next? And everyone was waiting for Pule Mmodi, but that ended up not materializing. Zwane came out and said, yeah, we need to strengthen the wingers because we need a cover for Sekgotha and whatnot. But now there has been no movement towards Mmodi. And now, in a way, this thing Yoguti Pirates are joining the race is kind of pushing the Chiefs. Look, the target is going, go sign him. So I don't think Chiefs will want to involve them in a bidding war, because if we're being honest, we can tell Uguti Chiefs does not have as much money as we would like to believe. And there are other reasons as well, but for now it's just that Uguti they don't want to involve themselves in a bidding war, because I think it also goes beyond just now January Uguti. Like we go after him, we pay some money with arrows, but it's also in June. Uguti agent yake might say, oh, we Pirates are saying they will offer him this much money, so you need to double it or whatever in order for you to get it. So now that there is this complication, Uguti kune bidding war, we know Uguti usually when there are bidding wars, Chiefs ends up losing or they end up pulling out. Reason number 2 is the fact that we kind of have cover in those areas right now. What am I talking about? Because Umpilo has been saying, hey, we need cover, Guma wing. What's happening right now is that on the left, we see Uguti Gudlala Ashley, because the coach said Ashley was supposed to start at the weekend, but he ended up not starting because he said he wasn't feeling so great. And then Mahlatsi comes in and he performs as good as he did. So if that performance is anything to go by, and the fact that Mahlatsi was selected in the first place to be replacement Ga Ashley, that tells me Uguti then that means Mahlatsi has upped this game to a point Uguti Chiefs not only sees him as a squad player and Jongaba there, but now as more of a rotation player who's actually going to start games from time to time, because what we saw Uguti he started ahead to Sekgotha, because if Dupri was going to start and Utol was starting on the right, the second person in line was supposed to be Sekgotha, but it wasn't. It was Mahlatsi. So that tells me Uguti he has improved this game massively, and that means he's now available to fill that position. Another thing is because Umdu can also play as a left winger. Why am I saying that? Because when we saw Umdu when he came in on that game, Arrows, is that he came and played as number 10, which is the role that he has played mostly when he was playing with MTC. And what is going to happen right now with the Chiefs is that in the number 10 position, Konumshini is the primary player who's playing there as number 10, but also Stebe can be introduced there. Uzwane, we've seen him play Umatlo there. There is also Udol who can be pushed into that position, and then maybe Sekgotha starts on the right, Ashley starts on the left. That means Umdu, when he comes in the second half, maybe will be coming on to play wide. And also the other thing Umdu Guti, it will also allow movement to not be noticed more by strikers, if defenders, if he's coming from wide, because he will start wide and then cut in, and maybe tactics might change for Uhlante to overlap, because in that case a winger will be cutting in. So I think that also is a factor ukuthi now we have players who can actually come in and play in those areas, and Pule Mmodi is now at a place where you can't say, oh, Chiefs needs me more than I need them, but now it's more like, we have options to it, so we don't need you that much. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, please do make sure to like it. It does help the YouTube video to spread to more people, because when YouTube sees that you are liking the video, then they show it to more people. That's how the channel grows. And please also subscribe if you are new to this channel. Now, the other reason is the fact that Pule Mmodi is turning 30 in February. And as we've been saying over and over again, Kaizer Chiefs is building. Kaizer Chiefs is building. So if then we're saying we're building, and then the next thing you know, in the rebuilding process, you sign a 30-year-old, it kind of raises some red flags. What are you rebuilding? You can't bring in 18-year-olds from MTC and then we see okay, we see that you are building, and then again bring in another 30-year-old. It's like one step forward, two steps back. And that is why I'm looking at some of the trialists that we have right now, like Upalen Pachna, who's over 30, and I'm like, this dude has been here for 3-4 weeks now and he's not living, yet he's over 30. What's the deal with that? Because we're expecting Uduba to be starting ahead of him. That's just an issue that can be addressed on its own day. But right now we're looking at Pule Mmodi not coming to Chiefs. And funny thing that happened is the fact that apparently Chiefs received a call from someone, Arrows, who said, hey, Pule Mmodi is available. If that is true, that would be funny, because I mean, we know how this thing ended up happening in June, right? Uguti Golden Arrow's Twitter account posted Uguti, yeah, they are lying. We didn't even want half of 5 million, and half of 5 million is 2.5 million. Now, if they're saying they didn't even want half of that, that means it's less than 2.5 million. And it was kind of a thing that was just like Chiefs in Arrows, and by that left a relationship in a place where it's not really good to they can come out and make another better deal. But now, if Chiefs were contacted by someone who's from Arrows who said Pule Mmodi is available, and someone from Chiefs have apparently said nope, we are no longer interested, we have cover in that area, and it emphasizes the point that I made, Uguti. Chiefs actually kind of do have cover in that position at this point, and they don't necessarily need Pule Mmodi. I am not contradicting myself, by the way, because some people will say, but you've been advocating for Mmodi. I've been advocating for ukuthi abantu bakholwe ukuthi Chiefs does not really have money, because if they couldn't pay less than 2.5 million for a player that we saw as one of the key targets, then it tells you ukuthi imali is not there as much as we think it is. And that is why now they are going out and trying to get a trialist, because in the trialist, as we've been saying in the previous videos, I don't think it's just about the fact that it's to make sure Uguti we get quality players, but it's because we don't have money, or we don't want to spend money on other quality players who are already there. Because, for example, you cannot tell me Uguti Undlondlo still needs to do a trial to come to Chiefs. I'm talking about when he was still at Marumo Gallants, that is. And the other players as well, Abagu PSL, who are not going to come to Chiefs for trials, like Okanye Samayo. He won't come to Chiefs for trials before they can sign him. Cape Town City will just want money, and then if Chiefs does not pay or cannot pay that money, then he will happily go to Sundowns, because, well, that's where players end up in any case. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, Pule Mmodi, down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one, and until next time, remember, equals Pule Mmodi.